Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher and this is Sweetwater's iOS Update. This time around, I've got a virtual replacement for the RealBook. I've got an awesome recording accessory for your iPad, your iPhone, or your iPod Touch, and I've also got a tip for even easier navigation on your iOS device. Let's dive right in. Many musicians are familiar with the RealBook, which is a huge collection of classic standard songs that are played on various gigs, casuals, and things. Well, I've got a virtual version for you to check out this week. It's called iRealB. When you install iRealB on your iOS device, it comes without any music in it, but you can easily download hundreds and hundreds of different songs. I've got about 1,200 songs in mine here, and you can organize those songs in a variety of different ways. You can look at them by song title, you can look at them by composer, you can look at them by style, or you can also create your own custom playlists. For example, this playlist is tracks that I've created personally for my own practice use. So these are things that I'm working on playing through different changes. Now when you select a song, the chord progression shows up here, and then you can also open up a little player. When you do, you can have this play back. So it's an excellent tool for working on chord progressions, being able to play through changes and those types of things. You have control over the beat that's used, you have control over the tempo, you even have a little mixer here for controlling the bass, the drums, the keyboards, the different backing tracks. You can go online from here to find songs, you can go to the forums for iRealB. It's an incredibly versatile, incredibly powerful version of the RealBook that lives right in your iOS device, and obviously it's very convenient to take to the gig because it's just one little unit right in your iOS device rather than the huge RealBook. This is the mic from Apogee, and it combines all of the technology that Apogee's created for their analog to digital and digital to analog converters, along with a USB microphone. So this microphone can be used with your Macintosh, your MacBook Pro, whatever you might want to plug it into with your DAW software. But the cool thing is it also comes with a cable that has a dock connector on it, so you can hook it up directly to your iOS device. So that cable simply plugs into your iPad in this case, then you plug it into the mic. When you do, the lights come on to show you the status of the microphone. When it glows green, it's ready to go. It also comes with a tripod that's very easy to attach. Simply screw it onto the back of the microphone. You can lock it into place, whatever angle that you want, and you're ready to record. Now this is a great sounding microphone. Let me show you how it sounds when I put it in front of a guitar cabinet right into GarageBand. The Apogee mic is super simple to use. Simply put it in front of the source. There's a gain control right on the side where you can dial up whatever level you want, and basically you're ready to record. I've created a track here for the guitar, and I've created a drum track to play along with. So if we switch over to our audio device input, we can check our levels. We're good to go. All I have to do is hit the record button. When we're finished recording, we just hit playback and we can listen to our track. If you want to hear what just the track sounds like, we can solo it out. It's a nice clean sounding track, very accurate representation of what I was hearing here in the room. Now whether you're recording voice, acoustic instruments, electric instruments, you're on location, you're doing a podcast, the Apogee mic is a great tool to have in your iOS toolkit. When you're making music with your iOS device, it's often useful to be able to quickly switch among different apps. Now there are a couple different ways you can do that, but here's a quick way that works very well. You just open up the multitasking bar, which gives you a list of all the recently used apps that you've been working on, and you can quickly move among them by just selecting another app. Let me show you how it works. There are two ways to open the multitasking bar. First of all, you can double-click the home button. That opens it up here, and you can see the apps that were recently used. Touch above, it will close back up. The second way to open the multitasking bar is with the multi-touch gesture. Just drag up with 4 fingers. Now when you do that, the recently used apps that you've been working on are showed here in the multitasking bar. Simply touch one to open it up. If you want to switch to another, drag up, touch that app, it'll instantly switch. You can drag up, touch another app, it will switch. Here we'll drag up, we can touch Safari, it'll go to the website if you want to check something on a forum or look at a manual. Drag up, we can switch back to our metronome again. So it's a very quick, very easy way to navigate among multiple apps on your iOS device. Thanks for joining me for Sweetwater's iOS Update. Be sure to tune in next time for even more tech tips, apps, and music making accessories for your iPad, your iPod Touch, and your iPhone. I'm Mitch Gallagher, Editorial Director at Sweetwater.